Our Bill Churchwell has been following these stories all weekend. He joins us now with a look at how officials there in Port A are reacting tonight. Bill?
Yeah, from the shooting to even a major crash that left one person seriously injured. Port Aransas police were kept busy throughout the weekend. The city's mayor says while spring break is a major economic driver for the city that brings in thousands of visitors, she also acknowledged the frustration from residents when cases like this happen in their normally quiet community. A viral video now making the rounds on social media shows the moment a Jeep slams into another vehicle along Highway 361. The impact so severe a passenger is thrown from the vehicle and into the roadway. Documents show the driver, Riley Rhodes, was arrested for DWI after blowing a .14. He now faces a charge of intoxication assault. While incidents like these are rare, city officials say they are working to keep spring break safe for everyone.
We do have a very large first responder presence, and they do a lot of training and they work really well together. We bring people in from all over the state and the surrounding South Texas communities to help and support us so that we can manage the crowds.
Mayor Wendy Moore says Port Aransas typically welcomes between 80 and 100,000 visitors over spring break. And while the city prepares year-round, they also urge folks to respect the community, with most incidents stemming from reckless behavior from out-of-town guests, whether that's on the roads or at the beach. Police also responding to a separate incident late Saturday, a shooting that sent 5 people to the hospital. Port A Police Lieutenant Mike Hannon says the department is grateful for the additional support from other agencies like Texas Parks and Wildlife and DPS troopers.
Provided immediate medical care with tourniquets, with bandages. I'd argue saved many of those victims from bleeding out.
He says for the most part, folks coming from out of town behave themselves.
What the community does not want here and what we are looking for is bad conduct, unsafe conduct. People that are driving in an unsafe way, people that are conducting themselves in an unsafe way.
Since the start of spring break, the joint effort has made 15 DWI arrests. Moore says while spring break can be chaotic for locals, she emphasized that safety is their top priority.
We'll get with our community leaders and our first responders and our business partners at the end of spring break, and we'll look at that, and we do that every year. How do we make it better? How do we make it safer? How do we make sure that these kind of things don't happen?
And Moore says the last update she received about the shooting is that the victims were in stable condition and some have even been released from the hospital. As for the crash, one person remains in the hospital with a serious head injury. The driver is in the Nueces County Jail with a $10,000 bond. Back to you.